What's up, this is UnrivaledSkyrim, and today I'm going to be doing this Total War Rome 2 battle replay. I am playing as the Seleucids, and my opponent 92 Ding, I'm just going to call him 92, he's going to be playing as Pontus. So let's go ahead and get into this match. The battle was on an Edilon map. I don't think it's the main Edilon one, but let's see. My army consists of 3 of the Median Cav. They're only medium cavalry, they're not heavy, so they're not going to last as long as a fight as his noble blood cav. I think he's got 3 of those. I do have a camel archer that I'm going to try to use to support them, and my general is in a Hellenic cataphract unit, so hopefully I can use that late game to do some rear charges. Got 4 Eastern Slingers, 2 of the Royal Pikemen, and 3 Thorax Swords with 3 Thurio Spears. So, not a overall not a very good infantry force. The Seleucids kind of limited on the quality swords that they can bring. I'm going to go ahead and slow it down so we can go over my opponent's army. He goes ahead and he brings 2 scythe chariots. I think that's kind of overkill. I think a good Pontus build, I think you only need 1 scythe chariot to really get the job done of what they're capable of doing, but he went ahead and bring 2. That's not the first time Pontus or player has brought in 2 chariots instead of just 1. But looks like he's going to go ahead and bring. I think he's bringing 5 units. Yeah, 4 units of Pontic swordsmen. I used to think that they were better than regular thorax swords. They're actually slightly worse. Not just their stats. They're not really that. I think they have less melee attack and weapon damage. I can't remember exactly which, but they're not as good as thorax swords, but they're just a little bit cheaper. And he goes ahead and he brings 4 units of regular hoplites, and he's got 4 Eastern archers, along with those 3 units of noble blood. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scout ahead with my camel archers. They're going to run up the hill, and I'm going to do the same with some of my Median cav up here. I did have enough denarii to put experience chevron in 1 unit just to help it out. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to run my troops. I was kind of lucky. He could have deployed closer to the hill over here, and he would have easily have taken that high ground, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place my camels up there to kind of to put them up there to kind of hold the high ground. Now, they're obviously not the best unit to hold any sort of terrain, but I'm going to go ahead and do that anyways. He goes ahead and he rotates all his forces to the left, his left, so that's going to allow me to get the high ground. So I didn't really have to do much. He kind of gave the high ground to me. That's fine. I'll take it. Now, he does have all his noble blood cav. He has them on his left wing, my right. I really don't have that much to stop his 3 units of cav. I have 1 Median cav, and maybe some Thurio spears help him out. So I'm going to make it look like he can easily win this flank over here. If he were to be too aggressive, I could support with my Hellenic cataphract, which is still hidden right here. It's in the center. What I really want to do is win with my Eastern Slingers against his archers, so I would have all my Slingers being able to target all his scythe chariots. Now, one part here, I'm going to go ahead and slow it down. Now, I wish they would add this into the game, but if you trample your own men, you should at least kill a few of them. I mean, look at this. That's so unrealistic. Look at it. They're getting trampled upon, but they're going to get right back up. So there's no... The only friendly fire in Total War pretty much is if you shoot your own men with missiles. That's pretty much it. But, like, if you run your men over with chariots or elephants or cavalry, your guys will just get back up. Unless there's a glitch. I've seen it in Rome 1 where there's a glitch where someone's own cav killed their own units. I know I can't even remember how it happened, but it just did. I think I was kind of pissed off about that. I wish I got that on video, but anyways, yeah, I'm moving up my forces. I like this terrain over here. I'm gonna choose this part over here. He doesn't have any cav on his right flank. He's totally exposed. So he's strong on the left, and now he's getting aggressive. He's like, I want to go after that Median cav. So I'm going to kind of let him kind of get close to me and try to, I would say, retreat backwards and make him over-engage. I kind of wanted to surround his units, but I got to be wary against these side chariots. I don't want to focus mainly on these noble blood cav, because even though these noble blood cav can win against my Median cav, I can't allow these side chariots to get my back lines and potentially charge my men. But here I kind of get sloppy. I turn around my Median cav. They should be faster than his noble blood cav, but he actually catches a few. Now this is when I had to either let him kill my Median cav or help him out and try to save him. Now I'm going to bring, now this is probably another bad idea, I probably should have just brought Thuriel spears and let this unit of Royal Peltest behind, because now I'm sort of leaving a hole to my right flank, but now I'm going to bring this Median cav that was up on the hill, I'm going to bring it to support. And let's see, where's my camel archer is back here for now, and eventually I will bring it around behind his general, and I will be taking shots behind him. So here I just missed my Helen Cataphract charging in to his noble blood cav. I am going to get some kills. I only got one off the charge, but this is when he's going to say, you know what, I'm going to retreat. And at first I thought he was going to bring his side chariots, but I think he's going to disengage pretty soon. Now he's leaving, so overall he lost some units. This unit he lost 12 horses, while in this Median cav I lost, what is that, like 17 or 27. So, I mean, I did lose a lot of horses in this unit, but not too bad, thankfully. And I didn't lose any of my Hellenic Cataphracts, so I was able to save that unit. He tried to get aggressive, and he wasn't able to win that fight. So he just decided to retreat. And here I'm going to focus all my slinger fire on a single archer unit at a time. And over here, this unit of archers is just going to get decimated. And plus, I am firing from an elevated terrain, so I'm going to have the advantage there. So that unit's gone. Now I'm going to start firing upon this unit. And at the same time, as I said, I'm going to bring this camel cataphract around, and we're going to get shots in the rear of his Pontic swordsman. I don't expect to kill this unit, but I just expect to take out some of its HP. And what I should have done was get totally behind it. Now I'm firing at its shielded side, but I'm still getting some rear shots. So I'm not going to get too many kills against his general, but I will get some. And here, this is when it kind of messes up. My slingers don't have a very good line of fire, so they keep just running straight towards his archers, and they weren't getting any shots off. And so I'm going to decide, you know what, retreat, but I'm going to lose a lot of archers or slingers that way, running away, exposing their backs to his archers. But I did pretty much overall win the skirmishing battle for the most part. Here, you see I've gotten some kills on his Pontic swordsman, just a few, but just to lessen their numbers and kind of be a nuisance. Over here, he's still got his side chariots fresh, so I had to worry about that as he is bringing up his main force. Now I think he does outnumber me in infantry over here, since I've split some infantry over on the right wing. Now I do have a Median cav over here, and he has 0 cav to protect his flanks. So I'm going to get defensive, and I'm going to bring back my slingers. Now I will have shots against his slingers over here, and what I should have done earlier was to charge my camel archers, these eastern archers. But yeah, here now I'm going to do it, I think. Yeah, as his men are charging up the hill. So here I'm going to charge his men over here, and now he's going to countercharge with hoplites. I need to get my camels out of there. They will not last that long against his hoplites. And here he's going to charge uphill. I'm going to go ahead and countercharge downhill. And then I'm going to put my men into shield wall so they last longer. And I'm going to put a unit of Thuriel spears right behind them so they can hurl javelins. And now, here comes my one of my Median cav. I'm going to go ahead and charge the rear of this unit. So let's go ahead and I want to get. Let's go ahead and get a cinematic close up of this. That's cool. So that's pretty much going to be it for his general. That's a pretty devastating charge. I wish a Median cav was considered heavy cav. That would have been an even better charge. But yeah, my men are in shield wall. I just want them to hold because they're outnumbered. See, you have 4 units against 1, plus he's pouring archer fire, and now he's flanking with a hoplite unit. So over here, I'm kind of just trying to buy my time against his cav because I don't expect to win. Especially against his sight chariots, I need to stop them. But at the same time, my camel archers are getting a lot of kills. Most of them on these archers, but he's cleaning up those archers. And here I'm going to put my royal peltest into shield wall just to try to slow down these chariots. And now I'm going to charge. And the same thing over here, I put a Thuriel spear into square, and for the most part they're trying to hold up this Thuriel spear, and I'm trying to get some mass slinger fire on them. Slinger fire won't do as much as archer fire, and look, this is what I was afraid of. He is getting some rear charges on some of my units there. My Thuriel spear is quickly dying, and he's not. The side chariot still hasn't lost a single man, so this is why I don't like it when people bring 2 side chariots, because it's just very. In my mind, it's overkill. It's cheap. But I went ahead and did that. But here, the side chariots, they're going to take some javelin fire and some slinger fire from both my slingers in this royal peltest over here. I put him right by my slingers so he'd be able to protect them. But here he is actually losing some units. Royal peltest, they're going to help this cavalry fight. His side chariot over here is pretty much. It's not going anywhere. It's pretty much stuck. And now he's giving an attack order, and now it's going to try to push forward, but it's going to be very hard for that unit. It's got to push through its own men as well. So I blobbed up a whole bunch of units. And there, over here, this my Thuriel spear pretty much died over here. Or maybe that was the one. I can't remember. And over here, this infantry fight is actually going his way now because he just had so many men, and my Median cav kept on getting caught up in the infantry fight for so long. I was trying to micro over here because I had to stop those side chariots. But here I am winning. I'm actually winning the cav fight. And his side chariots pretty much died. I think I poured some more slinger fire into that mix. And my Hellenic Cataphract only has 19 kills. It's lost 20 men, but pretty soon I'm going to be able to get a lot of kills with that unit. Still, it's only winded, but I think I did bring the the strategist general, so I can use second wind to refresh that unit. And over here, finally, I think the cav fight is pretty much in my favor now. Yeah, I've won the cav fight. Now all he has over here is some more Pontic swordsmen. I'm going to go ahead and form to square again with my Thuriel spear, but it's actually not a very good thing because they're actually turning their backs to all these enemy units. And here, this is when I'm going to start getting rear charges with my Hellenic Cataphract. They're pretty much going to wreak havoc on his back lines. And I still have this camel archer. It's still firing. Probably would have been better just to charge that unit. Maybe.
As you command.
See, now they're going to get... And I am using heavy shot. Let's go into cinematic. Let's just follow my general around the last few minutes of the battle. overall, 92. He did a pretty good job, I think. He almost caught my cav. I mean, if he would have defeated my cav on my right wing, his left, he could have won the battle. And I don't think if he had just had his noble blood cav just fight the cav battle and have both his side chariots on each wing, one on each wing, I think he would have won. But the problem was he kind of concentrated all his cav on the left wing, his left wing, and it kind of screwed him in the long run, because I was able to pretty much get a lot of cav strikes on my left wing, his right, and he really had no answer for that, even though he did have more infantry fighting in that vicinity, which that was the reason why he was kind of, I won't say winning, but able to survive on that wing. But I think his biggest mistake was definitely charging uphill against my infantry. He didn't need to do that. He should have just focused on winning the cav fight, because although I would have had more infantry support and high ground, I think he should have focused on doing that instead of engaging his infantry, then worrying about the cav fight, because you can't. It's really hard to win both at the same time, and that's what I try to do. I try to focus on one thing at a time. So the missile fight, I'll focus on that first, and I'll just try to protect everything else, as I did, as you saw me do earlier this battle. Once I pretty much won the missile fight, then I can focus on other areas. So I say focus on one flank at a time, or one part of the battle at a time, and if you get an advantage, then just go with it. Then move on to the next step. Then worry about the infantry, or then worry about the cav fight. But trying to do all at the same time, or too much at the same time, can, especially when you're going uphill, can be kind of disastrous. And in this case, it kind of helped me out that I had the high ground, but he pretty much gave it to me. He could have at least tried to contend for it, but in this case, he did not. So, very good game, and thanks for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys later. Peace.